We've all heard of walking tacos, right?
Right.
Well, I'm going to put a spin on walking tacos and make a barbecue pork version. Holy moly, this is going to be amazing. I'm just getting the slow cooker ready for the pork. So I put a bunch of sliced onions and I'm adding sliced jalapenos. It's got a nice kick to it, this pork. A few cloves of garlic. You can chop it if you want to, but you don't have to. Okay, so that's the veggie base. And now I'm gonna make a rub for the pork. So I started with brown sugar and I'm adding some salt and pepper. And then a good tablespoon of chili powder. So this is like a spicy, sweet, salty rub. I love pulled pork, and that is basically what I'm making. And walking tacos are just amazing. They always sell them at the concession stand of our football stadium, but it's basically a bag of corn chips. You cut it open, pile chili on top of the chips, add cheese and onion, and then you walk around and just eat it. It's like a corn chip pie with chili. This is gonna be a really cool spin. All right, so I'm sprinkling some of the rub over a pork butt, which is not actually a butt, it's the pork shoulder, but this cut of meat is often called pork butt. So don't get confused.
What?
It's true, it's called pork butt, but it's actually pork shoulder. Okay, so I'm gonna transfer this over to the slow cooker and put it right on top of the veggies. And I'm gonna add the rest of this rub and kind of get it on the sides. I just didn't want to have to use my hands and rub it in, even though it's a rub. And then I want this to be nice and saucy. So I've got a bottle of my favorite barbecue sauce, and I'm gonna drizzle it all around the pork, on top of the pork, and that's how you make pulled pork right there. It's pretty simple. So then you put the lid on the slow cooker, turn it on low. This needs to actually cook for 6 hours. So let's just talk while that happens. Tell me a little bit about yourself. No, just kidding. So imagine this cooked for 6 hours. I actually got one ready early today and it's done. So here goes with the reveal.
So that's what you were doing this morning.
That's right, that's what I was doing up. So look at this, Alex. Watch this fall apart. Look, you barely have to give it any pressure at all. It meets with no resistance. And that's when you know a pork shoulder or a brisket or any piece of slow cooked meat is done. It just falls apart with 2 forks. All right, I'm gonna keep shredding this meat until it's all broken into 1,000,000 teeny tiny pieces. Okay, Alex, check it out. See, the more I shred, the more it just seems to grow, this pork. And look at how luscious this looks.
My goodness.
And it's so saucy and marvelous. Okay, so the pork is ready, and the magic of walking tacos for like a game day is that you can just have the slow cooker there and then have all the things ready to go, and then everybody can just dive in and build their own taco. So the hardest decision to make is what kind of chips to use. So I'm gonna use like flavored tortilla chips, let's just say. And I'm gonna cut off the corner, and then I'll use scissors to just cut open this end. And then it's a little pouch with chips inside, see?
Wow.
And then you grab the pulled pork, and you guessed it, you just pile it on top of the chips. I mean, honestly, this is ridiculous. There's no excuse for this whatsoever, especially when you see that I'm about to drizzle ranch over the pulled pork.
What?
See? Wow. And French fried onions. How about that? How about that, guys? French fried onions and green onions. I'm telling you what, I may go crash the concession stand at Husky Stadium start offering these as an alternative. And then what you do is you just grab a fork and go for it. And I do mean go for it. I want to get in there and eat the chips
You're like,
too.
go for it.
Yum, this is an amazing version of walking tacos. Oh my gosh, the chip is so good. Oh my gosh. This is a winner for sure. My new favorite thing.